With every song they release, I know at this point everyone is aware how BTS became one of the most popular K-pop groups today. With millions of albums sold, countless of sold-out concerts, and a massive fan base, there is no doubt that the 7-member group is loved by many around the world. But even though their popularity is unmatched, there were times the boys found themselves tangled in controversies. And since they are one of the most sought-out artists today, it is no surprise that with every controversy, they managed to shake not only Korea but also the world. You better gear up because I'll be talking about one of the most shocking issues BTS got involved throughout their career. Okay, let's begin. Every controversy is of course as serious as the previous one, and the last thing an artist wants is to be involved in something that can ruin their career. But sadly, it's not something they can control. Even the hardworking boys of BTS weren't able to avoid these unfortunate events.
Having fun.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Sorry. Oh.
Before we jump into the very meat of this matter, just to say that ARMYs know that these 7 boys are nothing but sweethearts and have been doing their very best to become a better person for the people that love them. And since they are just like every human, they too make mistakes, but these mistakes will not define who they are. With that being said, we all know how polite and respectful these boys are, and they are loved by fans and other artists alike because of how professional they are, so it was a big shock to say the least when BTS was accused of objectifying women through the lyrics of their song, and from tweets they posted on their official Twitter account. After debuting in 2013, BTS had made it clear that their songs are more than what people hear, since it was obvious that the boys wanted to use their music to convey a message that no K-pop group had done before. Because of this, BTS is famous for addressing pertinent social issues like capitalism, mental health, and toxic masculinity through their songs. So it's not impossible that all this would make BTS seem like a feminist group, right? Well, while BTS is certainly one of the more feminist bands today, it wasn't always so. Allow me to elaborate a little further. Since BTS tries to incorporate these social issues to their song through their lyrics, it was only natural for fans to always read beyond the lines of each BTS song that is released. Most fans end up amazed at how eloquent the boys are when it comes to their lyrics, but this wasn't the case when War of Hormones was released. Going back to 2014 up to 2015, ARMYs heavily criticized the song for allegedly objectifying women through the lyrics found in the song, like, "Girls are like an equation, us guys just do them," or another one that goes, "Give it to you girl right now, a woman is the best present." And you bet ARMYs didn't like how it sounded, offensive to women in general. And as if the controversy was not enough, it even gained more traction after RM's Joke was released on his mixtape in 2015. In the song, Netizen pointed out the line, "You're the best woman, being bossy. You do so well being bossy. But when I think about it, you were never the boss. Instead of bossy, I'll say gonorrhea." Because of this, many netizens believe that the lyrics were not only misogynistic, but also overly sexual in nature. The fiasco didn't end here because fans did some digging and brought up a tweet made by Suga that says, quote, "I'm watching you all. If I catch you looking elsewhere, I'll take a photo with my camera." I know you might be wondering how this tweet is considered as objectifying women, but Knet elaborated by explaining that in actuality, the tweet uses a play on the Korean word 찍다, a verb which can mean take a picture, but as the same can also mean as hit a point with an object or hack with an axe. As expected, the tweet was under fire because of what some assumed as inappropriate language, as well as for its alleged aggression. Furthermore, in 2013, the group's official Twitter account wasn't given any break when fans noticed that they exhibited indifference towards women's rights through a tweet that read, "Girls have got to dress cold and show skin both in winter and summer. That's how men would like them." To even make the situation worse, the BTS account also replied to a female fan's criticism by writing that she should, quote, turn her cheek so that they could, quote, punch it with a fist. The band maintained these remarks were jokes and shouldn't be taken seriously after fans called them out, but the damage was already done. Since the controversy started, it seems like a whole Pandora box opened, because the issue didn't stop there, since it reached to the point where past interviews of the boys were used to support the claim that they had been, as a matter of fact, objectifying women. When questioned about his ideal woman during an interview, J-Hope described a woman who would be good at neto, or domestic support. In another instance, the band's vocalist V told Star News that his ideal woman would be one, quote, who spends wisely the money I bring home. On the other hand, the eldest Jin also said, just like my dad, I wanted to go to work at 7 a.m. and come home at 6 p.m. to eat the meal that my wife cooks for me. Just like the other comments they have made relating to this subject, these statements sound nothing but offensive, but netizens think otherwise, since all these statements drew criticism for relegating women completely to the domestic sphere and making their identity secondary to their husbands. After all of these, I know you can guess what happens next. Fans didn't hesitate to ask for the boys as well as Big Hit to explain the matter. They even trended the hashtag #WeWantBTS feedback that eventually got them an official response from the agency. In a statement Big Hit released, the agency promised to do better in the future without forgetting to issue a sincere apology. It was definitely a brave move for them to acknowledge that the boys had done something wrong, but of course fans are very glad they didn't fail to assure them that they'll do better next time around. Since I know ARMY's noticed that the boys have been doing their best to improve themselves, consequently the band released conscious songs with feminist overtures, and it's a character development ARMYs love to see. They even applaud their 2016 offering 21st Century Girl as a fierce woman empowerment anthem, with lyrics like, you worth it, you perfect, deserve it, just work it, don't be discouraged, you are fine no matter what anyone says, you are strong. To make things better, BTS also made amends for its problematic past by releasing a reimagined feminist version of their song Boy With Love last year in collaboration with Halsey, a feminist icon in her own right. To tie everything up, the boys also mentioned in a 2017 interview, they admitted that because of the past happening, they now run the lyrics of all their new songs past feminist professors of gender studies to make sure that they don't repeat their past mistakes. Since then, they have also been active in supporting sexual minorities on various occasions, including their momentous speech at the United Nations General Assembly in 2018. I know that the boys have improved a lot, and I bet you guys will agree that they aren't the same people from years before. It might be true that they had done some things that people didn't like, but it was all in the past. The most important thing is that they own up to those mistakes and make sure that they improve themselves for the sake of other people, and for the sake of every ARMY who supports them endlessly. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel for more. Do hit the notification button so you won't miss an upload from us. See you next time. Bye!